Episode 41 of the Split Screen Experience.
The boys are back.
11 away from doing this for a year, which, well, I guess 10 away from being a year from when we started, but 11 until we hit a year, because we did have an off week.
Yes, that is true.
I blame Harmon.
Well,
It was your fault.
it kind of was my, well, I would say it involved me. I wouldn't say it was my fault.
Definitely your fault.
No.
For those unaware, it was because Harmon got a DUI.
For those of you who aren't aware, that is fucking false.
You can't
No,
you can't
It
talk
was
about
a family matter, and that's all I'll say on it. But Jarrett and I have been playing a really good game lately, haven't we, Jarrett?
It's called Hide the Zucchini.
The Hong Kong Massacre?
No,
Well-
it's called Dragon Age Veilguard.
One of us has been obsessing playing. One of us, the other person, has been casually playing it. And that's called
Hold on. Let's have
Veilguard.
like a 10-second break. All right, viewers, comment down below who you think the obsessive player and who you think the casual player is.
I'm gonna actually touch you.
It could be anyone.
Give me a comment down below if you have this letter in your name.
I didn't say that. I just asked who they thought was the obsessive gamer.
Comment
who's
down
the
below
casual.
if you think I have a pretty voice for a boy.
Joke's on you, I'm a girl.
All right. Anyways, I've been having a lot of fun with the little amount that I've played of the game. I think it's a great step in the direction for BioWare.
It's definitely a blast. I am enjoying the hell out of it. And
It's
how
a
many
good step,
hours-
isn't it? Get to keep the lights on.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
like hey,
much.
we actually made a game that's really good, despite people bitching about some parts of it. I'm just like, dog, you've never played a Dragon Age game before if you're bitching about these parts. And
Yes,
then
it did. No, I haven't seen it.
it's that, and then like it has to do with just maybe some like just things that people just bitch about all the time on the internet. They just saw that from Veilguard and they're like, oh, this game is terrible. It's got terrible writing because they have a non-binary person in it. Oh, and it's like, bro, Dragon Age has been doing this stuff for a very long time, having those types of characters in there. Like, it's nothing new. And they'll just go, oh, well, actually, the writing sucks. And it's like, well, not really, but sure. Keep
It-
bitching about it.
It's not even a Dragon Age thing. It's kind of like a BioWare, because Mass Effect had it too.
Yeah.
And kind of how BioWare did their stuff. And everyone loves Mass Effect 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Well, besides Coleman, but Coleman
Cole's
hasn't
got
played
that.
it.
How's that got that mentality? No, I haven't played it. It's terrible.
I agree. If I haven't played it, the game.
I agree with my own
That's just-
logic. Yeah.
You know, I wonder who said that. They're really smart.
I vindicated myself. I conducted an internal investigation and found I did nothing wrong.
Oh, I saw that tweet, and that pissed me off.
I would like to represent myself in court and say
Your Honor,
no, I didn't
Your
do
Honor,
it.
I'm based and red pilled.
Your Honor, I'm not guilty because I said so. My sources, I made it the fuck up.
Just a silly girl.
Guilty.
Yeah, go into the chair. Go into the electric chair, Cole.
I'm gonna fucking do it again.
Gotta love the brain rot that we grew up with, right?
You call it brain rot. I call it mental seasoning.
I saw something today and it was like, wow, what was it? It was like, you can lead a horse to Baja, but you can't make it blast. I was just like,
That sounds vaguely
what?
sexual.
It does sound vaguely sexual.
I was just like, what the fuck is this coming to?
Cole's looking at it like taking notes on a post-it note, like, oh, this is like the brain rot version of the Karma Sutra. I gotta write this down.
guys, I told you, iFunny would finally pay off.
Damn straight it did.
Coleman sees the memes that we see like 3 months in the the past.
You're
of when
high.
We see 'em.
You're high. I've seen
He's
so.
absolutely
You know how
not
much
high.
stuff. You know how much. Yeah, I know. You know how much shit that you and Jared have sent to me that I've been like, oh, well, I saw this a week ago, and I just don't have the balls to say it. I swear to God,
No.
Jared just sent me something. That like today
No.
that I saw last week.
Cole, you're like
Yes.
the Internet Explorer.
No, that's my joke. You can't make that at me. That's my joke. I make that at other people.
I call other people dumb. Don't call me dumb.
Cole, you're Firefox. We'll give you Firefox.
Fuck you.
He's either Internet Explorer or Firefox, but the stipulation is that he uses dial-up internet.
The reality of this is we're all wrong. He is Microsoft Edge.
I'll take it.
You just like it because Edge is in the name.
Coleman, can you tell me how to run a Microsoft Teams?
I'm gonna bounce your head off the concrete like a basketball.
For those of you who don't know, Coleman was having a hell of a time trying to navigate Microsoft Teams for the right reason. They don't really make it easy for
No,
people to learn.
no. Fuck you. Listen,
It's real hard if you
there's a
can't read.
there's a motherfucking folder in this Teams that you're supposed to be able to print out all fucking like 80, 100, I don't know, whatever pages are in there. Like there's like X amount of like, there's these forms in there that you have to print out for work, like once a month. And you're supposed to be able to just, click the file, print them all. Well, it can't do that anymore. Something happened in the fucking file. And I am no computer scientist, coder, fucking have
Gooner.
minimal sense. Yeah. Minimal sense of computer skills, and I cannot
He
figure out how
barely
to
knows
print
how to
them
turn
all
on his
out.
Xbox.
Hey, fuck you. So the past 3 months, I've had to print out all these forms one by one over the course of an hour or two of the day, and it is fucking treacherous.
Cole's commute to the base involves like hyping up, like, oh, I'm gonna fucking beat that software down today. I'm gonna do it. Then proceeds to go into the workout room and just punches the fucking punching bag with like Microsoft Teams and like Bill Gates' face on it, and then he'll finally get in there, and then he's like, God damn it! And then he does like the 2 fingers like click, click, and printing it to get it done.
Leave
I
me
love
alone.
how big the universe is and how small that problem is too. Like,
I will pay one of you $22 and a medium McDonald's fry to fix this.
just
You're up.
Google. You have the internet in front of you.
I understand this, but I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what I
Why
don't
can't I
physically
print
know what,
all these files from Teams? Put
like
that into Google.
Control fucking C or Alt C or whatever the fuck it is, like to select all, and then print. Print is not an option once I select them all. That is the problem.
If you're in Teams, it should be linked to your like OneDrive. So theoretically, you should be able to just kind of link whatever files you have on Teams to OneDrive.
If he
then
can't
just
figure out
highlight
Teams,
it.
though, he's not getting to OneDrive.
Why the fuck are we talking about the demon that is Microsoft Teams?
Thank you.
What
Thank
are
you,
we doing
Skippy.
here? That is the shittiest application in the Microsoft forum.
I'm so
Terrible.
happy
I
you could
hate
finally
that
join
thing.
us.
Yeah, about time you're in a podcast.
I came here because I heard the hatred of Teams. I could feel it in my bones.
See,
I
Teams
despise them.
Teams is bad, but I would say that Outlook is also on the same level because Outlook is like the bell toll of fucking doom because you'd be like, oh no,
We
what's this
use
email?
Outlook. Like I use Outlook fairly easy. I think Outlook's fine. It's just another fucking version of Gmail for how we use
Don't
it.
insult Gmail.
No, Gmail's fine too. I use fucking Gmail all the time. But we use Outlook for work. Like all our work emails are through Outlook. Everything I have to basically do is through Outlook, and that's fine. I can fucking navigate that fairly easy. I've never had to do anything complicated, but I mean, fuck, everything I've had to do, I've been able to do fine. But I mean, I just can't use. I can't. Teams frustrates me so
I
much.
hate Teams.
I did something.
Stupid chime when you get a call or a ping. Oh my god, it makes me want to blow my brains out.
Like I had to do something like a week or two ago on it that I did just fine, and then I had to do it again like a week later,
That
like either
muscle
last week
memory.
or this week, and I couldn't find it to save my life. I don't know if it moved or that's
Maybe
just
you
me
did it
being
wrong.
dumb. It's probably
I
just me
guess it
being dumb. I'm
didn't
not
move.
gonna
They
lie.
never update that to anything useful.
I think
But no,
I think you're the common denominator on that one.
But it's hold on. Like the whole company base that I work for, whatever you want to call it, like is access to this shit. So I think people do move shit. Like when they update stuff, put files in, files out. Like I think stuff moves. So I don't think I'm completely idiotic, but there are times where I have those.
I
Well,
don't
Coleman, maybe you
know.
should make a spreadsheet or just a Google
No.
Doc, a Microsoft Doc because you use Microsoft, and just send it out to everyone. Send a
It's called a
mass
Word
email
doc.
and tell them to quit moving shit. I'm stupid.
I'm
walk
sure that'll
into,
go well
walk
with
into
this
work with a
man.
shirt that just says, "Please be patient with me. I have autism."
I should.
We can get you one. That can be our company shirts.
What
We'll send those
woodware.
out. Most people, we'd have to get them custom made for you.
Hey, that's fine.
I need like a triple XL for the shoulders, and then like a 4XL for the stomach.
So far today, we've discussed Microsoft Teams, Veilguard.
Going
The
back
three
to
Trinity.
We're rolling.
going back to video games, I know 2 people in this party have put a good amount of time in, or I guess 3 people have put a good amount of time into COD.
Mm.
Is this still holding up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zombies is. Multiplayer's hit or miss.
You missed it earlier today. I joined a party with Andrew and Liam today, and they had maybe a couple games where it's like, "Oh my god, we're doing so well! Oh yeah, COD's back, baby!" And then the next game after that was just dead silent.
Because this is the problem. This is the problem, right? Even on games where we were doing well, our team wasn't. And so, like, I would say him and I probably played 15 games today. Probably 9 or more, I had at least 40 kills. I'm not saying I had like 2 deaths. I had like 20 deaths, but I'll still take that. Fine, whatever. I'm going in. He's going in pretty hard too. And then we'd still lose. And so I'm like, I'm having a great time. And then you see that big loser pop up on the screen. I'm like, oh.
You lose. It's like the equivalent of me going 12 and like 6 in Siege and seeing the rest of my team not perform.
It's emasculating. Like, it's like you're doing really well. And I think I'd be less insulted if like a Treyarch developer kicked open my front door, stormed into my room with a rubber stamp ink onto my palm that just said pussy. I would be less insulted by that than playing really hard, doing really well, and then just seeing defeat pop up. And it's like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
I beg for the day David Vonderhaar kicks down my door because that motherfucker's not leaving. He's never leaving.
What are you doing to him?
I'm making him make Black Ops 3 remastered.
There was a fucking screenshot Skippy sent me, and it was him playing Siege. He had like 17 kills, and all I see at the bottom is 5 red symbols. I don't know what they actually are, showing that the enemy team won the game.
There's a lot of times where I'll drop like 50 kills on like Nuketown, and I look at my team and I'm like, man, not a single one of you's over 500. Like, how are you not at least even? And I'm like, I understand the point of skill-based matchmaking, because yeah, no one wants to get shit on every game just because you suck. So it does in fact improve the condition of the game. But also there are times where I just want to beat the fuck out of everyone, and I don't want to be in a sweat fest to get 500 every single game.
So if you want above 500, then you need to try your ass off every game like it's the fucking COD Pro League.
It is a CDL. That's all I gotta do, man. Is that what
Like-
it's called? CDL?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, CWL?
I don't
I don't
know.
remember.
I don't pay
World
attention
League?
to the COD.
Fuck, who the fuck
esports.
knows?
Anyway,
That place
I
is a
haven't watched
shithole.
any of them in years. So anything for COD, that is. But I don't know, because it's a weird thing, right? Because like the argument is, if you have everyone constantly getting match made against people of similar ranking, maybe slightly higher, slightly lower, it makes them want to continue playing. But to me, if I'm starting out in a game, right, and because the argument is, what if there's new people coming into the COD ecosystem, whatever. If I show up and I'm always feeling like I'm on equal footing to people, I don't have that much drive to get better. But if you put me in a lobby with, this guy who's done nothing but play Call of Duty since like COD 1 or like World at War, and that's been his shit, and he just demolishes you and whatever the new, mechanics are, and you're just like, man, because his muscle memory is just that dialed in, that makes you want to get better. Or it should. Or it makes you realize maybe this isn't your thing, and you get out of the way.
Maybe I need to retire from my 9 to 5 to play COD all day.
Maybe you
It's
do.
time.
I wish I could play video games all day, but unfortunately, I have bills to pay.
Okay.
I
There are
got
certain other
bills.
life choices you could make to avoid having to do that.
Correct.
Win the lottery, gamble.
Win the lottery, gamble,
Making
become a hitman,
OnlyFans.
do OnlyFans.
No one wants to see this.
Harmon, I'm gonna let you know a secret. You can just do the foot finder thing. No one has to know you're a man. There's some freaks out there.
I mean, all kinds of options, really.
Yeah, I guess so. So, Coleman,
Harmon.
I want you to put together
Andrew.
another list.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Top 5
Am I-
characters in Ridiculous
D
Six.
list.
Top 5 characters in Call of Duty. Go.
I hate you.
What doesn't
I don't
know
wanna
5
partake in
characters in
this.
Call of Duty?
I don't know 5 characters in Call of Duty.
You absolutely do.
He absolutely doesn't.
You absolutely can. If you played one campaign, you know at least 5.
He doesn't know
Mason
their names,
Woods.
There's 2.
I think they're pretty iconic.
Yep.
That fuck with one eye.
You're missing a really big character in that game, but yeah.
Oh my god. Mason
Dog.
Woods.
Dog.
Shut up. I haven't played it in fucking
Bald.
5 years.
Aviators.
Aviator.
Cool dude.
Oh,
Works for
son of a
CIA.
bitch.
Here
Son
they
of
come.
a bitch.
Here they come, my brothers.
Nope,
Oh.
nope. No,
Like,
not
really?
him. Not him, Jarrett. Not him.
I don't-
Reznov was not bald. With
He's not the
it's
one that
Reznov,
wears
it's about
fucking
Musa Mafra
aviators.
or whatever his name was. When you open
See,
the
you
scene
don't
of
even know
Black
his
Ops
name.
2.
You
Not the
fucking
opening kid
prick.
for Black Ops 2. I'm talking about. He's talking about Hudson.
I'm talking about Hudson.
Obviously.
Okay, that's who I was thinking. I just don't know names.
So we haven't even named like Price or Soap either.
Well, because we are more Black Ops
Mm.
boys. Like I could tell you them, but I think we are all
Mm-hmm.
much more in that camp. You
They're
could
all-
name David Mason.
Oh.
You could name Raul Menendez. You could name
Harper.
Harper. All these people.
Then again, if your favorite character's Harper, you might need to go get a psych eval.
It's
Yeah, but
Michael
you look like
Rooker,
Harper.
dog.
Rick Toffin, Nikolai, Hank.
Leave me alone. Wow. Stop picking on the autistic kid.
Which one?
Who are we supposed to pick on?
Not me.
We already make fun of Skippy for being broad backed.
I'm not broad, I'm wide.
Yeah, broad.
No, broad means you do stuff. Like, look at
Ah,
that broad.
Someone hit him.
I think
I'm sorry
Jarrett's
you're
the
built like a
closest
billboard.
one.
Whoa. No, I'm a McDonald's New York Times ad.
Yeah. Go walk into the wrong apartment again.
I don't know who that is.
He's correct. I did not know who that was.
It was me sitting on the couch.
I just listened to that podcast, and that was one of the funniest fucking things I've heard. Like
That
I've heard the story before, but I'm just sitting there like, oh Jesus Christ.
Because that was, I believe,
I'm just
like,
gonna follow you.
I'm 99% certain that is the same night where you were like, hey guys, I'm showing up with a grill to cook breakfast. That you
Mhm,
made-
I believe
I
so.
don't remember that.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
I do
Jarrett and I unloaded this grill and wheeled
remember
it
it.
over
Didn't
just
happen.
for you to
It
go
didn't
at like
happen.
11:30. Go, hey, I need some help putting it back up in my truck.
didn't
Me and her are gonna go,
happen.
and I'm like, I'm gonna
Leave
strangle
me
you.
alone.
We
So
bought
you didn't get
hash browns
breakfast?
just for that. We bought all this
It
breakfast stuff
didn't
just
happen. I think you're getting schizo.
No.
I don't.
I'm gonna get
I
schizo
clearly remember
all
not
over you.
waking up to no breakfast that day and being very
We had to
sad.
go to
So
Beckett's, bro.
unfortunate.
We did get Beckett's. That was okay.
Yeah,
we had
but
to
it was a
wait.
homemade breakfast. I wanted greasy bacon.
I wanted to wake up to just Coleman out on her patio, air quotes, with an apron that says it like "kiss the cook" and like
and
a
that's all
chef
he's wearing.
hat.
He's just wearing the apron.
Just the apron.
No. Give him some fucking credit. He'd be out there like Cousin Eddie with a fucking bathrobe and the fucking wool hat on with fucking boots on. Like, all right.
Cigarette burns on him.
Exactly.
Morning.
With a
You're like-
Dr. Pepper can in his hand.
Sorry, guys. I had to go, even though I bothered loading up a grill.
I
into my
am
truck.
sorry. Leave me alone.
I'm still mad, and it was like 3 years ago.
Fuck.
And that's acceptable.
It was the ultimate betrayal.
I blame.
Uh-oh.
Oh, don't get political now, Coleman. Come on now.
Do you
Uh-oh.
want to get political? It's that day.
No,
It is that
no.
day.
No.
For the record, this is election day that this is currently being recorded. We do not know the outcome at this time. By the time this goes up, we might still not know the outcome if it's like the last one. Jarrett said he wrote in Kanye.
I just put yay. I just put YE.
Very good, Jarrett.
I
Very
asked
good.
Very good, Jarrett.
Liam this question earlier because it never came to me, like it never occurred to me, but like on the ballot, right? Because like you have like we're just talking about like presidential level. it's the same. I know like they have the write-ins on the other ones, but just for this, because on the ballot it'll say like for a write-in you write who you want for president and who you want for vice president. I think it'd be really funny if some point people were like, "Oh, I really like this ticket," but they switched who's running for president and VP on the write-in, and so like Kamala would just continue to be a vice president, and people are like, I really like that Tim Walz guy. And I'm like, I guess
And
in
they
theory,
vote for the opposite. They
They
vote
just
for the
in-
opposite. Yeah.
they just invert it. And I'm like, that would be probably the funniest day in human history when someone works all that time. I don't care who it is, what party, whenever. Just you work all this time, but like, I will be the next president. And then just like, you are VP.
And
Just kidding.
Just,
I feel like they would just
Drug-
instantly retire and be like, no. They
I
might
didn't wanna
honestly
do-
kill themselves right then and there.
I didn't want to do this.
Just imagine back in like way back, like you got two candidates. They're like bitter rivals. They just hate each other, and they're just going through the trenches after each other. And then second place gets to be the vice president, and you just gotta sit there and stew as vice president. Like, God damn it, I gotta sit here and do fucking nothing.
it should have been me.
Yeah, they really didn't think that through all the way, did they?
No.
Well, I don't think they're expecting people, the millions of people, to write the inverted on the right end.
No, Harmon, you're missing the point. Back in like the 1840s, if you were running for president and you got second place, you became
You
the
were
vice
VP.
president.
Yeah.
Didn't matter political party. You didn't get to choose your VP. It was
I kind of,
wonderful.
like, yeah, I remember that being said, but my brain didn't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's like Andrew Jackson's. Well, okay. Other than people most people hated Andrew Jackson, even though I think he had some good moments. His VP absolutely despised him because he didn't get to pick him, and he's like, "I'm stuck with this asshole."
he had that one really good moment
Jesus
he had a
Christ.
couple.
when he was hanging out on the White House lawn and that guy came to assassinate him. The pistol failed, and Andrew Jackson rushed across the yard and beat him to death with his cane. Like, just this old, crazy guy.
I love
just
that.
running you down.
Speaking of great presidential moments, I love that Teddy Roosevelt was just like, "It appears I've been shot." Anyways,
Speak
let me
for
give
40
this
minutes.
90-minute long speech.
You're forgetting. He just sat there, laugh, you fucking suck, and then proceeded to fucking egg that guy on in the crowd, and then he did the speech. He just went, man, aim, and then just continued.
That's exactly what I said to L. Aim. Get better, scrub.
He was a pioneer, dog.
In more ways than one. He's like, I founded the national parks and I founded Skibbity Riz.
He actually
damn
had
it.
What have we become?
he had a 1-to-1
sellouts.
replica of he had a 1-to-1 replica of Nuketown underneath of the fucking White House.
What does that mean?
He just had political prisoners and shit just going there like, we're gonna play Russian roulette.
What are you talking about?
He's on
Jared.
something, ladies. I'm sorry. Homie's lost it.
I think that I think that if you inject yourself with vaccine,
What character is this?
I think my tongue will fall off into my ass.
I just like
Jarrett,
'cause-
that's not his voice, first of all. That's
like the RFK thing. Here's what bothers me, right? This is the extent of the political whatever. At first, he came out and he was very. I think most people would say he was like he wasn't saying anything inflammatory, whatever. And then I think as you realize he wasn't picking up enough, he wasn't building up enough speed to get off the runway. So he just started just spiraling to where he's talking about killing that bear and leaving it in Central Park. And I'm like, why would you tell anyone? No one knew.
you kind of want to. I think the CIA did give him the final dose of whatever fucking drug they were using on him in the 70s.
It's whatever they're giving Jarrett now.
It's in the tap water. It's in the tap water.
Jarrett likes coffee brewed with ayahuasca in it.
Turn the frogs gay.
Alex Jones for president. Is that what Skippy said? Official endorsement
No.
from Skippy of Odd Horizons?
No.
Put it on a
No.
shirt.
No.
I touch what I want.
I didn't say it like that. This is being paraphrased.
He said, "Hey, I touch what I want." What other context do you want to put on that?
I plead the fifth.
I think fries go well with hamburgers after I touch them.
Yeah, Jarrett?
Oh man.
He's
It's
lost
so
it.
stupid.
We're doomed.
It's so dumb. Just some things are said.
I
Senator
Not
Armstrong
really.
for president.
Sim,
Yeah.
wonder what he's doing up to.
Well, he's fictional.
He's real in my heart.
He's fictional from a video game that you've never played.
Doesn't matter.
played it.
I know he hasn't.
Wait, Saints Row 4? Yes, I have.
No,
That's not where that's from.
no.
Is that not? What's his dude's name in Saints Row 4?
You're the president in 4.
Just the president or
I'm
boss.
losing it. It's fine. I'm losing it. It's fine.
Because the opening of the game,
I'm going
you change
crazy.
the nuke silo, you ride the nuke, you crash land into the office where you're greeted by like your cronies who are now like your cabinet members.
Do you
And
want
then
to end
aliens
world
attack.
peace or have world peace or end world hunger?
Aim high or
Kick the dude
aim
in the
low.
balls.
Keeping up with the Saints.
That series just got so wild so quickly. Like you just see the discernible shift from like 3 to 4, and you're like, "What the fuck is going
Well,
on?"
3 was already pretty going. 3 was pretty crazy in general.
But 3 was
having, like,
perfect.
dildo bats.
It was the
Really?
just right amount of crazy
It
to
at least had a
differentiate it
good
from GTA.
story.
Yeah. And you had
That
I
4
always
is
forget
just a
his
little over the
name,
top.
but the big like luchador guy in 3, I love him. It's
My
okay, we're
boss finds
self-employed.
this podcast is a
Killbane.
goddamn miracle.
Killbane. I was gonna say Killdozer. I'm like, that's not it.
His name is Killbane.
Yeah. No, I love him. He's such a great, like, just fun villain. That game is just it's goofy GTA, and it's what they needed to do. You don't want to be a GTA clone. You want to be crime game but funny.
With dildo
But then
bats.
4 was too much. Not funny, haha, funny, weird.
Yes.
And
And then
there's
that new
5.
game,
Yeah.
which no
Or-
one laughed any amount of laughs at.
Get out of hell.
Get Out of Hell was at least kind of funny in terms of like, there's some funny moments in there. Gameplay wise, it was really not fun though.
Right.
I like that when he's like talking to the Ouija board and they're like, he's like, I'm not going to tell you. And so he shoots it. He's like, you ready to talk? And the thing moves over. Yes. He's like, you see where this is going? And I'll
Fuck you,
never
you're
see
already
another
gonna
one.
fuck you, you're already gonna give me the chair. I don't
All right, everyone. This is episode 41 of Split Screen Experience. See you next week.